So yeah, next topic it is that why open source matters. Okay. So open source software is a software those source code is freely available for anyone to view, modify, and distribute. And unlike proprietary software, which is owned and controlled by a single company. So open source project encourage community collaboration and innovations. And why the open source is essential in today's tech world? Because almost every major technologies company and product today relies on open source in some way. Okay. So this is the, so imagine if every developer had to write their own operating system, okay, before they could build a software application. So that would be a nightmare. Thanks to open source, we can stand on the soldiers of gains and build on top of existing solution like Linux, React, or Kubernetes like that. Okay. I think you know why open source matters. Okay. If I'm giving the real world impact, okay, of open source. So Linux, you can see the OS that runs the world. Okay, so Linux is most successful open source project, powering over 90% of cloud infrastructure, 55% of smartphones, and all of the world's supercomputers. Okay, so who's using, like, companies like Google, Amazon, and Facebook rely heavily on Linux. Even NASA's Mars rover runs on Linux. I think you got it or not. NASA's Mars rover. This is also runs on Linux. So if you ever used an Android phone, streamed Netflix or searched on Google, you have used Linux without even realizing it. Okay, and there are some powering the web. We are giving the powering the web like Apache and Nginx. So Apache and Nginx are the backbone of the internet. So serving more than 50% of all websites worldwide. So without these web server platform like Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube would not function as they do today. Okay. And we can say that open source is not just about writing code. It is about enabling discoveries like how TensorFlow helped detectors detect diseases more accurately with AI. So this is the power of open source. Okay. Okay, so the benefit of contributing skills, development, networking, career, and growth. What is the benefit? It is there. So benefit, I think, you know, many developers say they learn more from contributing to open source than from their university courses. Okay, because they are solving the real world problems. And imagine working with an engineer from Microsoft or Google while contributing to the same project. That is the power of open source. And uh, and I know I know some of the pupils that they got a job without applying anywhere, and they will get a job with the open source database project something. So this is the power of open source. Okay. Yeah. Next, you got it. Importance of open source.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So anyone, can you tell me any example? What I have given.
GitHub.
Okay, GitHub, we can use it. Okay, okay. So I told you that we can get a job, we can contribute so many projects, then you can interact with the
So
most senior.
freelance jobs,
Yes.
freelance jobs, which is available at online.
No, freelance job, it is a different, but open source project, it is a different. How? I will tell you. Freelance job, they are putting some problems there frequently, but in the open source, pupils are putting your own project's problem in a way that these are the very difficult problems they cannot solve, or they want to a different approach if they want a solution. So open source, if you are contributing in open source project, then it is a very important. It is a very important if you are comparing the freelancing project. Freelancing project, it is a some lots of work there and they are putting in freelancing, but it's not like that open source. Open source, it is a
The
challenging
blog
work
can
there.
be considered blog,
Yes.
the blog where we used to give some kind of problem and many people give their suggestions like that something.
Yeah, correct. We can say like that. Yeah. Okay, I will tell you in next of the slides, I will tell you what is this and how we are applying and how we can do that. Okay. So understanding open source. So I will tell you what is the open source. So I told you, but again, I will tell you. Open source means refers to a software whose source code is made freely available to the public. Okay. So that code, that software code, it is available to freely in public. So this means anyone can view, modify, and distribute the code. Okay. The primary idea behind open source software, it is foster collaboration and community driven development. Okay. So if you think of a software like a recipe, okay, open source is like sharing the recipe with everyone and allowing anyone to change the ingredients or cooking steps to make it better. Are you getting this point? Okay. So I will tell you. Okay, I will tell you how it is differ from priority software. Okay, how it is differ from. So priority software, also known as closed source software, it is owned by an individual or a company. Only the owner has access to the source code, and users are limited to using the software as provided by the creator. Okay, but the key difference between the open source and the proprietary software. Okay, so the thing it is that open source is freely available to everyone, but proprietary software, it is not accessible to user. The code is kept private. Okay. In open source, about the licensing, they are distributed under open license, but in the proprietary software, they are distributed closed source license that limit modifications. Okay. So there are some small changes in open source and proprietary software. Okay. What is a popular open source platform? This is as GitHub, GitLab, and Bitbucket. Okay, so there are too many open source platform where we can get the code, okay, and pull it into the local machine and do the changes there. Okay, so GitHub. First, I will talk to you GitHub. What is the GitHub here? So we can use anyone from them, GitHub and GitLab and Bitbucket. So I think most of the probably we are using the GitHub. Okay, GitHub, it is the most popular platform for hosting open source project, and it allows developers to share, collaborate, and track changes in their code. Okay, and GitHub's popularity is driven by its powerful features like pull request, issue tracking, and continuous integration supports. So, so there are too many things about the GitHub. So you can think about. I will give you the example. You can think about GitHub is like a social network for developers. Okay, not only can you contribute to others people's project, but you can also showcase your own code and collaboratively globally. Okay, so this is the GitHub. We can upload your code and share with the pupils like that. Okay. Okay, I will tell you what is the GitLab. So GitLab, it is the same like that, but GitLab, it is another widely used platform that provides similar features to GitHub. It is known for being more flexible with its self-hosting options, so making it popular in enterprise world. Okay, so I will give you the example of the GitHub also. GitHub is often used by enterprise that want more control over their code repository and CI/CD pipeline, and making it a stronger contender alongside GitHub. Okay. And what about the Bitbucket? Okay, so Bitbucket, it is also similar. So Bitbucket is the code hosting platform from Atlassian. Atlassian, this is a company best known for its integration with tools like Jira and Confluence. So making it highly useful for teams already using Atlassian products. So most of the companies, they are using the GitHub and the Bitbucket currently. So in the real world, if you are going into the company or if you are working in the company, then you can see the GitHub, it is mostly used, or Bitbucket, it is mostly used. Okay. So I worked both of these things, GitHub and Bitbucket, because these are most popular. I have not worked with this GitLab, but yeah, it is similar like that. Okay. So Bitbucket, it is a closed integration with the Jira. Jira means where the ticket is created. Okay. So for the developers. Okay. Next, this is enough. Choosing the right projects. Okay, what is the mean of that? So factors to consider if you are doing some open source projects. So what the projects you will choose it. I will give the demo in the last, but yeah, I will give you the theoretical part here. So when you are choosing a project, if you are contributing an open source project, then how you will choose the right projects? Then you need to need some important factor there. Okay. So first thing, it is a factor to consider: interest, programming language, community activity. So contributing to open source, okay, Projects can be rewarding experience, but you will get the most out of it. You pick a project that aligns with your personal interest. Okay. So if you are interested in artificial intelligence, contributing to a project like TensorFlow or Skitlearn would be a great fit. It will not only help you your skills, but it will also allow you to contribute to meaningful projects in AI space. Okay. If you are interested in any other technology, then you need to use that technologies. Okay. And like that, if you are passionate about web development, contribute to project using JavaScript or React might be ideal. So, however, if you are keen on improving your Python skills, projects in data science or machine learning could be a great way to build experience. Okay. Community activity means a project with an active community will have ongoing discussion in issue and pull request when you open an issue or submit a PR. You want to feel confident that it will be reviewed and you will get helpful feedback quickly. Okay, so these key factors will allow you to choose the right projects. Okay, now next, how to find beginner friendly projects. Okay, first timer, good first issue, help wanted means, okay, I will tell you. So okay, many open source projects have a good first issue. Good first issue means, okay, I will tell you. Okay, I can, okay, good first issue. This is a label on GitHub or GitLab. So these issues are intensely designed to be more approachable for newcomers. So they may involve tasks like bug fixing, documentation improvements, or a small feature that don't require deep knowledge of the code base. So this is like the good first issue. So if you are beginner, then you need to choose it. Okay. So they have some document improvements. They can give us some bug fixes. This small bug fixes it is there, and they have some small features that don't require deep knowledge. Okay. So I started like if you are started contributing to a project by tackle a good first issue related to the documentation, it was a great way to understand the code base and it give me the confidence or to take a bigger issue later. Okay. Yeah. So check for help wanted means that help wanted labels. So there are labels on the GitLab. So if there is a help wanted labels are used for may not necessarily be tied to beginner level contributors. So still these issues can provide a great learning opportunities as long as you feel comfortably with the project and have basic familiarity with the tech stack. Okay. So on one project, I tackled a help wanted issue to add a features I had never worked with before. So the community was very helpful and I learned a lot through the process. Like that, you will get it. Okay. And the first thing it is that focus on project with the detailed documentation. Okay. So if you once tried to contribute to a project without much documentation, it was frustrating. So on the flip side, a project with a detailed README and clear contribution guidelines made your experience much smoother. Okay. Yeah. And this is a next point, browsing GitHub, GitLab, and open source project website. So GitHub is the largest open source code repository in the world to find beginner friendly projects. So go to GitHub and explore to find trading project based on your interest. So if you go there, so I will show you. This is like GitHub repository, you can see. So if you click here, so you just type it GitHub here, then you can see you need to, if you not here, then you just log in and just register yourself. And here if you click here in the dashboard, okay, just you will see your, I have put it some my codes there in the GitHub, but if you go into the profile, it will look like that. Just it will look like that. So here, this is a one repository for my side, user form assignment. This is from my side. These are some coding interview questions, Python, web development, and this is some welcome to the open source. This is like some other library. Okay. Yeah. So this is the GitHub websites. Okay. This is the GitHub web page. So you can see that. Okay. So here you can make a profile. Okay. And then if there is any open source project, then you can fork here. You can create a replica here and put it into your local machine and then start the development. And after that, commit the code and raise up here. Okay. I will tell you what is the steps if you are doing this thing. If you are contributing in the open source, and I will talk to later in details. Okay, so In the GitHub Explore tab, you can filter projects by language and check out popular repository in your area of interest. And it is a great way to discover projects and that are perfect for you. So if you are going here, if you are writing some project on GitHub like that, if you see that, so here you can see projects, some GitHub topics. Okay. So here, this is the projects. So if you're going cracking the coding interview, so this is one of the repositories. If you want to modify something here, then you just fork it here and do it in your local. Okay. I will tell you how we will do that, how we will do that. Okay. So just give me a minute. First, I will finish this theoretical part and then I will do that. Okay, this is fine. Setting up your development environment. So here we will understand the repositories like for clone, branch, clone, and branch. So here, if you go there, just a minute. So first, I will tell you what is the repositories here. What is the mean of repository? Anyone knows the repositories? I think this is the basic. Okay, great, great. Okay.
Sir, in my opinion, repository is a place where we store all of our code files, readme.md, markdown files.
Correct, correct. Yeah,
So
yeah.
backup
Something
of
like
all the related files of the project.
Sorry, Suman, can you speak
Sir,
loudly?
I'm Simona. I want to say that it is a kind of backup of all kind of files related to a particular project
Correct.
maintenance.
Yes, yes, correct, correct. Okay. Correct. So let me finish first this thing. So a repository, this is a storage location for your project's code and related files. So in the open source context, repository are typically hosted on platform like GitHub or GitLab, where other developers can collaborate, track changes, and contribute there. Okay. What is the mean of fork? So fork means we are forking a repository. Forking means we are creating a duplicate. So while contributing to an open source project, especially if you don't have direct write access to the original repository, the common practice is to the fork the repository. So forking creates a personal copy of the project under your GitHub account. I will tell you how it is looks like that. So here, this is the one repository. I want to fork it. So just click it there and it will create a one copy in my here in my repository. So just here, if you see here, then it will come here. Okay. So I just making publicly. So just create a fork. Yeah, the fork it is created. If you go here and refresh it, then you can see this is comes here in my repository. Okay, so like that, you can create a personal copy of the project under your GitHub account. So you can then work on this copy without affecting the original projects. So it will not affect the original project. Okay, if you want to do it in your local, okay. So next thing, how cloning a repository. Cloning means after forking the repository, you need to clone it in your local machine. So how you will do it, just click on this code and get it HTTPS, okay? And just copy this command, okay, this link, just copy it and go it in your folder where you want to put this code. So I just have documents. Inside the document, I have a one folder open source. Inside the open source, I want to open the CMD, okay, here in the open source path. Okay, I just already opened it. And then just write a command there, git clone, okay, this is the command, and then pasted the link that you copied from there and just enter it. So this is started to cloning and here it is cloning down. So here now you can see this is a whole folder that is coming in your path. So people understand how we can clone and fork. Okay, great. Okay, we will have some QA question after the in the last session. Okay, Suman, can you ask? Yeah, please ask. Yeah, for your information, Git software has to be installed first. Otherwise, if it is not installed, then you need to go there and just create a your profile here. Okay, I told you already. I'm using the web application, so I'm doing on the web. If you are using the applications, the desktop application, then you need to install the desktop. Okay. Okay, this is fine. Sure. Just give me a minute. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So how we can create a branch? So here you can see that we are setting up the project. So using Git and GitHub. Okay. Basic workflow and then writing it. Okay. Here, what is that? The second thing it is that if you are cloning the branch, then you need to create a. Then if you are clone the repository, then you need to create a branch. Okay. So to keep your changes separate and organized, it's best to create a new branch from each feature or bug fix. So this prevents your changes from interfering with the main branch. So often called main or master branch. So currently, you can see that. Just a minute. Okay. So here you can see this is the master branch. And if you are going here in your code, this is a master branch. You need to create a branch from here. So currently default it is a master branch, means that this is the main branch for you. Okay. So, so how you will create a branch? So once you have cloned the repo, navigate to the project directory and run the following command. Okay. So just go there. And if you have this branch, just a minute. So then you just create a new branch from here, give a name or the branch. I have just given the name open source and choose from this fork. So I have just created from there. I just want to create the branch from the here. Okay. From my repos. Okay. And this is currently coming from the master branch. So we are creating the new branch here. Okay. So here you can see that open source, this is a branch. So currently active, this is this branch. So if you go in this branch, then that code, it is copied here automatically. Are you getting this point? So this creates a new branch and switches. Okay, then okay, this and you can work in this branch, and then after you raise a PR, and if you done the changes, then you raise a PR, means pull request. So who is the owner of the branch of the master branch that can review your code comments, and if it is good or it is like your work, it is good, he can merge your request into the branch. Means he is merging your code. He is merging your code into the current code, and yeah, it is very helpful for you. Okay. Okay. So yeah, next thing. So Git and GitHub are the core tools for managing open source contributions.
Sir,
So,
I have a question.
yes.
Sir, branches can be limited to up till what range for adding codes? Or modular code means up till what range it can support for this open source?
Means you are asking how many branches we can create from the one branch?
Yes, sir, in the open source, exactly.
This is like based on the your GitHub projects. So we can create so many, like whatever, how many you want, and you can create the branches. Okay, it's not a limit there.
Okay, sir.
Okay, yeah, Venkat.
Sir, why do we have to create branches while we can use folders in GitHub?
Okay, so if you are doing anything in the masters, okay, master branch, then it is directly affecting your original code. So that is the ask where we are creating a branch there. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir. So you're saying that we took the original production code and we do some prototype stuff.
Yes. So okay, so this is your code. This is the code I have just copied here. Okay, I just clone here. So if you are making a branch here, okay, if you are making a branch here, just a minute. Okay, for example, this is the Deepak Malik. Deepak Malik is the owner of this. Okay. For example, I am the owner of this, and if you are working on this, okay, then I am working on the master branch and you need to work on the different project. If you are working on the same branch, if you are committing the code, it will affect my code. Okay. Then you need to create a one branch. Then it will, if you are committing the code, if you have done something, you changes the code, you have commit the code, then it will not affect my work because I am working on the different branch. Okay. If you want to merge your code in my code, then you need to raise a PR for that. Pull request. Okay. Then I will see your changes. Oh, it is fine. Then I will merge your code. Then yeah, it's good. So it is.
So
working.
you will approve, sir?
Yes. Yes, I will approve for you.
Okay.
Okay. So in the companies, it is like that. Okay. In the companies, if someone it is working, okay, no one it is working on the master branch. In the, I will tell you in the real, no one it is working in the master branch, because in the master branch we are putting workable code there. So who wants to work in this code? Who wants to create? Okay, who wants to work in the projects? Then he will create a new branch and clone this code, and they are working on there and comment the code there. They can do anything in that branch, comment the code and anything. But this, in the master code, we have the original code there. Okay. If you are, okay, for example, just for example, we have some feature. Okay. And someone wants to add the functionality there. Okay. In the current code. So I just told you, just create a branch and there you just add a feature. So yeah, the one developer, it is creating the branch and add the feature there. So he just want to me, sir, can you merge my code into the master branch, because this is a branch where I just want to add my feature. Okay. So yeah, I will say just raise a PR, I will review the code and then I will merge it. Okay. Getting?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Okay, next. So yeah, it's fine. I think, yeah, it's okay. So basic workflow, I will tell you here. So basic workflow, it is that you can see, once you have set up your development environment, the typically workflow for contributing to an open source project follows these steps. Okay. So clone the repository to your local machine. Okay. And this gives you working copy of the project. And then always creates a new branch for your changes to avoid directly modifying the main code base. Okay. This is the one thing. This is a very, very important thing. And make your changes, modify the files locally on your machine, work on the feature or bug fix or enhancement you are contributing. Okay. You are contributing like adding feature or bug fixing or enhancement. Okay. Like that, you are just doing that. And then you just stays and commit your changes. Okay. And then use some git command to commit the code. I will tell you how we'll commit the code, but yeah, just give me a second. I will tell you. So use some command to stage the files and commit your changes with a clear message. And here, where you need to give the message also if you are committing anything and what was done. Okay. And then push your changes. After commit the code, then push your changes. But once committed, push the changes to your forked repository on the GitHub that you created the forked repository there on the GitHub. So once you commit and push, then the code automatically save into your GitHub repository. Okay. And then after that, in the Rust, create a PR, pull request. After pushing your changes, go to the GitHub repository page and click on the PR request button. This will open a dialog where you can describe your changes and submit the PR to the original projects. Okay, where you want to merge your code base. You are getting my point? Okay. Just give me a minute. Okay, write effective commit message and pull request. Okay, this is very important. Why? If you are doing any changes, okay, I have given you the code. Okay, I have told you this is my branch, and my branch, please clone my code and create a branch, and there is just some bugs. So fix it and just raise a PR. I will merge. Okay, you just fix this. So just raise a PR. I will merge your code. So then you need to give a commit message there. What are you doing? So you need to give fix this issue, fix this issue, like that. You need to give a meaningful message in the pull request, what you have done there. Okay. So this is a very important in the, otherwise, if there are so many developers in my team, for example, in my team, there are 20 developers. So 20 developers, they are committing, then they need to give a meaningful message, what they are doing, what they are done this commit. Okay. What they are done this commit. Okay. So this is very, very important. Okay. So writing clear and concise commit message is crucial for the maintainability of the project. So this will start some commit messages with bugs like fix, add, update, refactor, like that. Okay. Yeah. So just what is the type of contributions there? Code contributions. So code contributions means that adding new features to an open source project is one of the most common. Just give me a minute. Can you hear me? Yes, sir. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, here the code contribution, it is like the feature, bug fixes, refactoring. So bug fixes, I will tell you first. So this is the essential contribution to fixing bugs or issue in the projects, and identifying resolving bugs can have a significant positive impact on the usability and stability of our projects. So these are the some refactoring means code refactoring, features means we are adding the features like that. Okay, so these are the code contributions there. If you are doing non-code contribution means you are making the documentation for that, you are making a UI UX for that, you are doing some translation, you are doing some community support there. This is the non-code contributions. Okay, testing and reviewing code, this is some other things. So if anyone has created some features, okay, for example, I have created a features where you can add the sum of two numbers. This is one of my features, for example. Okay, so I just give some developers, please test it, give the input, and if you are getting the perfect output, then it is fine. Okay, so this is some type of contribution. So testing and reviewing code, then someone is contributing in my project, he will send me some sample output. Okay, I have given this input, I am getting this output. So I can see he's given 5 plus 3, for example, then he is getting 8. So it is fine. Yani ki my code, it is working fine, and he done some contributions on the testing and reviewing the code. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The next thing it is that okay. Just okay. Best practice and etiquette means that how can do the practice there. Okay. So you need to write clean and readable code. Okay, so code quality, it is essential for collaboration in open source projects, and it ensures that your contribution can be easily understood, maintainable, and expanded by other developers. Okay, and so keep it simple and readable like that. Okay, we can say, and follow projects guidelines. So there are some. So every open source project had its own set of rules and guidelines. So by following these things, readme, contributing.md, code of conduct.md. So I will tell you what is the importance of these files. So readme.md, the importance of this file means the readme file provides essential information about the project, including how to install, use, and contribute to it. If you go into the GitHub repository, and you can see there is a readme.md. So if you go here in this file, then you can check. So here they are putting all the things about this repository. Okay. So they have done lots of things here, lots of things they are putting here. Okay, so the readme.md file, it is putting some essential information about the repository. So always read through the readme.md before you start contributing. Make sure you understand the project's purpose, step instructions, and contributions guidelines. So for example, if the readme says to run test before submitting a PR, so do it. Okay, and contributing.md, if there is some, okay, for example, I will open this thing. Okay, here you can see this is a one-off repository. Here you can see contributing.md. Okay, so in this, they are having some steps to add yourself to the contributor list. So this file contains the official guidelines for contributing to the project. So including how to fork the repo, how to submit PR, and coding conventions the projects follow. Okay, and how to do it? You need to always follow the instructions in the contributing.md when submitting code. So it might include requirements like writing tests or adhering to specific coding styles. Okay. So for example, if the contributing guide is specific that all new code should come with unit test and write test along with your code. Okay. So this is the contributing.md that will tell how you will do it before submitting the project, before contributing to the project. Okay. And there is a one file, I think it is not there. Okay. For example, there is a one file contributing code of conduct.md. Okay. The name of this, I will write it here. Just so the one other file I will tell you in extra, code hyphen of hyphen conduct dot md. So this is one of the file. Okay, what we will do here, if you are seeing any, okay, if you are contributing any project, then you can see it also. If it is there, then what is the code of what is inside there? Why it matters there, the code of conduct ensure that all contributors are there to a set of expected behaviors, maintaining a positive and welcoming the environment. So how to do it? Be polite, respectful, and inclusive in your interactions, following behavior guidelines outlined in the code of conduct.it. So for example, treat other contributors with respect, even if you are disagree with their opinions or code suggestions. Okay. So for example, if something is contributing in the projects, okay, and you saw that he's a person that contributing in this project that is doing incorrectly, okay, and you know the method that is doing correctly, so you need to be polite, respectful for that. Okay, so in the code of conduct.md, you just write a message with the politely way, with the respect way. Okay, are you getting this point? Okay. Hey, anyone, can you give me the response?
Sir, code of conduct is just basically the rules to be followed while forking.
Rules followed by the?
No, sir. What I'm saying is, let's say I fork a GitHub repository and I work and I do some customizations of my own.
Mm-hmm.
And I should make sure that it is according to that markdown file. Am I right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. If you done your changes and you just write it in down code of conduct, you just modify there. I do these changes because before there was a developer who is done some wrongly. So you need to give a respectful there, and you need to just specify gracefully how we are doing these changes, how I am doing the changes like that. Okay. So you need to specify in this .md file. Are you getting my point?
Sir, can you repeat again?
Okay, so this code of conduct, it is that if you are doing any changes, okay, then okay, if you are giving some suggestions there, okay, someone it is writing, okay, someone is asking, I am implemented this, I am adding these features using this method, and that method it is wrongly, okay, implemented there. So he is asking in the suggestions, okay, in the GitHub repository, he's writing, please give me the suggestion. I am doing this implementation is correctly or not. Then you need to contribute there. You need to give the answer for that. Okay. Okay. If he's doing incorrectly, then you need to, in code of conduct.md, you need to give the suggestions there, and you need to give the suggestions with gracefully. Are you getting my point?
So we are denoting what mistake he has done, if there are any.
Yes. But you will not to do like that, not to do with the attitude or like that. You need to do some gracefully there. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, correct. Okay. So if anyone it is doing incorrectly, then you need to tell him with the gracefully in this code of conduct.md file. Write a message with the gracefully. Okay. Okay. Next. Communication effectively with maintainers and peers. So this is like that, like handling constructive criticism. So yeah, this is not important. Why apply to open source programs? Okay, because this is a career benefits for you. So open source program offers significant benefits for developers looking to enhance their skills. Okay, one of the important thing, enhance your skills, gain real world experience, and network with the industry professionals. So these are three basic important thing. Okay, industry connections, okay, exposure, resume boost, like that. These are the more important. So these programs such as
Sir, your
Google.
not visible.
Sorry.
Screen, sir. Are you presenting your screen? Actually, this side, from my side, it's not visible.
I think from your side there is some network connection. Other
Okay,
people
okay.
can see it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, correct.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Let me do. Okay, so there are so many platforms, so many programs. They are inviting you to contribute in the projects, open source project. So one of them, Google Summer of Code, GSoC. Okay, we can say this is a GSoC. Just write me here. I think you heard about this GSoC. So this is one of the program. This is one of the platform where you can do. Okay, there is one other thing, Outreachy. Okay, Outreachy, and there are others can be stepping stone for the career growth. So career benefits means contributing to open source program can drastically improve your career prospects. So the visibility, skills, and experience gained from participating in these program can set you apart in a competitive job market. Okay, so that's why it is very important. And the other thing it is that uh, stipend and sponsorship. Okay, so here you can see stipend and sponsorship opportunity. So open source program often provide stipend, scholarship, and other sponsorships, making them financially rewarding while allowing you to focus on contributing to open source project. So these programs provide financial support for participants. So especially for those who may not be able to dedicate time to open source without compensation. Okay, so stipend, there are lots of it. For example, in Google Summer of Code, students are offered stipend to work an open source project for 3 months during the summer. So the stipend depends on the country of residence, but can range from $1,500 to $6,000 or more, we can say. So this is a very good for the financial also. Okay, and they can sponsorship for travel also. If they will tell you please come in the office and then do it, then they will sponsor for your travel and accommodation there. Okay, this is one of the major advantage there. Okay, and you will get a real world project experience with mentorship. Okay, so if you are doing this thing, then open source programs provide a unique environment for developers to work on real work. So they will impactful projects with professional mentorship. So this combinations of hands-on experience and guidance from experts can be incredibly valuable for your personal and professional growths. Okay, so okay, I think these are some major things. And okay, I will tell you Google Summer of Code, how it is doing, and there are lots of things. So Google Summer of Code. So Google Summer of Code it is an annual program that is sponsored by Google. Okay, so just okay, this is the website. Here you can go there and just log in there. Okay, if you do log in here, okay, if I'm going there. Okay, just okay. I think my profile it is not associated so with any of the projects. So here you can see GSoC 2025. Okay, so just go there and so we are GSoC 2025 contributor between application period. It is March 24 to April 8. So there will be a opening of the project will be March 24 to March from starting from the March and till goes 24 March to 8 April. So if you go there in this website, then you can see there are lots of I think lots of GitHub link. Then you can clone the repo and then you can see what they are asking, what they want to do. They want to bug fixes, they want to document, and they want to do some adding the features. Then you just do that and then change in the code and raise a PR there. Okay. And if they will see if your solution it is good, then they will merge the code and give you some stipend to you. Otherwise, if your code, if your knowledge it is better, then they will offer your job also. Okay. So this is a Google GSoC tool. Okay, go here and then explore the things. It is not here, but application will start from the 24 March to 8 April. So please note it down this. It is very, very important. And please attend this link there before the starting of this, because 19 February, there is a one link. So there is a one contributor, he will talk to you. And the second contributor, this will talk to you. So they will tell how it is the journey for that. Okay, if you want to learn more. Okay. Are you getting my point? So I will share this link to you. If you have time, just go there.
Sir, can we get this video in our LMS also as a recorded session?
Yeah, sure. Sure, because can we get it this video? Okay. Yeah, we will get it. You will see in the last. This is fine.
Okay, sir. I will once again go through the sessions and see the recorded session. If there will be any doubt, we will consult you.
Yeah, yes. Just finish me first. Okay. So this is one of the important thing, and so you can go there and just do it. Okay. And there is a one other platform, Hector. Just give me a minute. This one Hacktoberfest. So this is one of them. So just go there and you can see this is a 2024. It is not about 2025. Now it is 2025. When it is the Hector, I think this will start in September, I think. So this will start in September. So you just explore in September. So you just go there and there you can see joining something. Okay. Currently registration is closed, but when it will come, then registration will be open. Register there, and there you can see so many open source contributions there. Okay, then just go there and just pull the repo and just do the changes or merge them, raise the PR. Okay, so I will share this thing with you. Okay, so I will tell you in the last how you can change the code. Okay, so just a minute. So for example, here I told you how we can fork and how we can clone the repository. You got it, or I need to repeat this once? How we can clone the repository? You got it, guys?
The basic difference between fork and clone?
Fork, it is creating a duplicate of the repository. But clone, it is cloning in your local machine. It is taking the code from the GitHub and put it in your local folder like that. If you are cloning, then this will comes automatic there. Okay. So from your GitHub, it will comes to your local machine. So I have cloned this code. Okay. You can see there. For example, if you want do it, if you done, okay, I will just clone it and refork again. So I have this code. Okay, just okay. Okay, this is my code. Okay, this is one of the person, Alice Solanki. This is their Alan Solanki code. I just go there and I just fork it there. I just creating a one and choose the owner. So I have just already fork it. So it is not showing there. But yeah, you can see in my website. Okay, in my dashboard, you can see this is I already forked. So here you can see forked from this. Welcome to open source. From here, I forked it. Fork means I create a repository in my GitHub. Okay, I create a duplicate in my GitHub account. So you want to clone it, just copy this link, go to HTTPS, just copy this link and you just clone it. For the clone, you just write git clone and just paste it the link and just enter it. So it will automatically open. Okay, here you can see it is there. Now you just open it. So just give me a minute. I'm opening my VS Code. So so here you can see. Okay, I want to change in one of the file. Okay, for example, I have done some changes here in the line number 27 to 33. I just changed this name, Neeraj Madke. So I just changed the name because the name it is not correct. For example, the name it is not correct. I just do some changes and give some changes like that. This is the thing. Okay, and do here. And if you just save it, okay, for example, just save it, then here you can see the icon. For that, you need to download it Visual Studio Code, or you can download any editor code and just commit this. If you commit, okay, there are no stage changes to commit. Would you like to change all your changes and commit them directly? Yes. Okay. So it is okay. I have not given the message. I need to give the message there. Whoa. Okay, it is my fault. Okay, first you need to, before commit that thing, you need to just give a message there. Okay, so now it is modified. So here you can see, please changes to be committed in this modify which file, contributing.md. I have just modified in this file. So if you go there and in your repository, then you can see. Just a minute. Okay, it is continuously going on. I think it will take some time. Let us. Okay, now it is showing 2 years ago, means in this file, someone Neera is changing 2 years ago. So just if my changes commit, then it is showing now. Okay, so this is going on. It is taking so much time. So here you can see that what I have changed. I just removed this name and put some anything else. Okay, so this is my changes. Like that, you can change anything in your file. Okay, and then just commit it. So yeah, it's taking so much time. Just give me a second. And here you can see this is a source control. And here you can see how who changes and when he changes, then it is showing like that. Okay, it is showing how much changes it is there, like who changes. So Prabhat Jai, it is changing. One file changed, and 7 insertion means 7 places they will insert. Okay, I think. Okay, I will tell you. I think it will take some time for that. So when you do that, then there will be a changes it is required. Okay. After that, you can raise a PR. Okay. So if you go there, just do it here. Okay. Here you can just go here. Okay. Here pull request and just you could no result matches. Okay. If there is any changes, then it will show on here. Just create it. I just want to create one. Okay, new code. Just a minute. code, it is taking so much time. It's counting. Okay, after pushing this code, then it will showing here. Okay, before that it will not showing. So let me check again why it is doing. Okay, let it there. Okay, you got it idea na? About if you have any question, just ask me. Okay, anyone having
No
any?
question, sir.
Yes. Anyone having any questions? Yes, please. Yes, witness. Who is the witness?
Sir, for instance, I have already committed my codes from Visual Code VSC to
Okay.
GitHub, and I want to delete them. I want like to undo the whole process. How do I do that?
So there are some command. It is there. Git reset. So you can do the git reset. Then you can change your changes. So there is a command. Git reset. You can change your commits. You can reset your codes. Are you get it?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Anyone?
Sir, and
Yes.
once, for instance, I've already downloaded the GitHub and the surface, the interface. How do I explore it for the first time?
Can you repeat it again, please?
I have installed GitHub in the desktop
Mm-hmm.
and I want to explore it. How do I do that?
Okay, GitHub. So I think this is same like this BAB GitHub. So you just follow first. I think you are familiar with this BAB GitHub. Yeah, you are familiar or not?
No, sir. Just learning from here right now.
Okay, just learning from here. Okay. Then just give me a minute. I will share one document to you. So this is the one documentation where you can get. Okay, so just follow this. This is for the desktop, GitHub desktop documentation. Okay, so you just start from there. There is a 3 column: start here, popular, and what is new. So you just do start here. Here, all the things it is there. Overview, installations, configure, add a clone repository, make changes, managing comments, and work with your remote repositories. It's fine.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyone having any questions?
Sir, for the very beginners, how we can learn, because we are totally new for this and we got some ideas only. And what are the things we can focus on it importantly, or most
Importantly, it is yeah, I will tell you. Important it is that uh, okay, just a minute. I told you these two things. So the main aim of this webinar, I'm telling you how you can contribute in the open source project. So open source project means there are too many open source projects. So most of the companies, they will put the repository, they will put the code there, and he wants to do some changes, means bug fixing. Yeah, they want to change the feature addition. If you are doing that, okay, then you will get a stipend or job like that. So it is useful for that. Okay. And how you will do that? I shared you 2 links where you will go, and GSoC, one of the link from the GSoC and one of the link from the this other things. I think just Hectover Fest something it is there. So here you just go it and contribute in the open source project, and there you will just explore. You will just contact with the professional, or there are so many things you will learn more about the real world projects if you contributing. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. It was a great session. We learned a lot. Thank you so much.
Okay. Anyone having any questions? No.
Sir, will we have another session like this one tomorrow?
Vikas, are you there? Just give me a witness. Vikas, are you there?
Yes, sir.
So one of the students it is asking, the means like this session, we will do it again or for what?
Yeah, if anyone wants to go deeper in this field of open source, then they can consider applying for the program. We'll be covering more and more programs in the Career Navigator program that we're offering. So as these programs offer a lots of knowledge and stipend as well, good stipend as well. So yeah, if anyone is interested, then they can let us know. Fill the form that is shared in the chat box, and our team will be reaching out to you.